If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. I know you're tired of this pattern. One up and three below. When you're chasing after what matters, your heart knows where to go. If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you've got a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. Yeah, there's more than one way to go home. Today we break away, forget our fear of what comes after. We'll hold on for better days, let our past begin to shatter. Days like these, we can see the way to live out a new chapter. come and go, so let this feeling grow. Finally see what we've always known, so let it feel and grow. Times like these, times like these, times like these. Times like these, times like these.
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item is approval of the board agenda.
I make a motion to approve board agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
And I will roll call. Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
And Mark Matthews.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is approval of the consent agenda. We just have 2 items on it. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
And I will roll call. Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
And Mark Matthews.
Motion carries. In our business before the board, we have, A is the ISM grant, the van acquisition. And if you'll look, we requested that you reject all bids and purchase the van from the Tennessee Department of General Services statewide contract. And got a better vehicle at a better price by doing this.
Do we know the price?
Yeah, it's at the
There's-
bottom of that letter, it's 40,000.
It's in your packet.
400, I think, something like that.
40,500.
Oh, that's not the bid. That's
That's the
the bid we
state-
want to take?
That's the state contract.
Yeah.
That, oh, I thought that was the bid we were rejecting. That's the one we
No.
want to.
We got 2 bids. The lowest bid we got was $200 less than what the state contract is
Sure.
for a Dodge. But we can get a Toyota for $200 more, and to me, that's a no-brainer, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. Motion.
Motion, second.
And I will do roll call. Mark Matthews.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
And Dr. Danny Cross.
Motion carries. The next item is permission to surplus a Dodge van and a Ford F-150 pickup truck.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Motion, second.
Now we'll roll call. Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Mark Matthews. Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
And Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Motion carries. We get rid of 2 vehicles. Our next item is memorandum of understanding with the town of Oneida for the Bear Creek Complex and Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Huntsville, Oneida, like we always do, to send students down there. Do I hear a motion that we approve these 2 memorandums of understanding?
Motion. Motion.
Motion?
Second.
And I will roll call. Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Mark Matthews.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
And Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item D is the district calendar. Any questions about that? Pretty much like this year's, isn't it? Pretty standard.
Yeah, and it's in line with Scott County's,
Okay,
as far as breaks.
good. Do I hear a motion? We approve the 25-26 district calendar.
I make that motion to approve the district calendar for 2025-2026.
Second.
Motion second.
Now we'll roll call. Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Mark Matthews.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
And Dorothy Watson.
Motion carries. Next item is 2 budget amendments. These are general purpose funds, just moving money from one category to the other.
The first one was 2 something pretty significant.
It's
Do we
pay
know?
for the gym.
Excuse me?
Pay for the gym. Pay for the gym.
The gym. Good.
From fund balance in the
Gotcha.
capital budget.
Okay. Thank you. Motion.
Motion?
Second.
And I will roll call. Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Kevin Byrd.
Aye.
Mark Matthews. And Dorothy Watson.
Motion carries. Next is a list of fundraiser requests, OHS FFA strawberry sales, OHS Beta Club Ratatouille, OHS Baseball cash calendar, OHS Baseball dining cards, OHS Cheer Little Cheer Camp, OHS Cheer Ratatouille, OMS Beta Club Pick-a-Day, OMS Boys Soccer Color My Soccer Ball, OMS Softball T-shirt sales, and OES Kindergarten Chuck E. Cheese ticket sales. Do I hear a motion we approve these fundraiser requests?
Make a motion, we approve these fundraiser requests.
Second.
Motion and second.
And I will roll call. Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Mark Matthews. Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
And Kevin Byrd.
Motion carries. Next is two field trip requests. One is high school beta club to go to the Gatlinburg State Leadership Conference, and the second one is OHS Pathways to go visit Berea College. Do I hear a motion we approve these two field trip requests?
I make a motion to approve these two field trip requests.
Motion,
Second.
second.
And I will roll call. Kevin Byrd. Mark Matthews. Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson. And Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Motion carries. And that's all the business before the board. Director of Schools report.
So we want to celebrate School Board Appreciation Week. We provided gifts for you guys. Obviously, you all don't get paid to do this, so we're very, very thankful. And I hope that you feel that as you work with us. As a very strategic plan is in your packet. I usually put it in there this time of year. Just let me know by March if you have any suggestions or changes. Also, I included the director's contract objectives in your packet as well. And I know the big thing that's going right now is the vouchers. And so I put a sample resolution for you all to review and look at, just to kind of see what that would look like if, when that time comes for the $2,000 bonus for our staff. Also, food service audit ended today, and as well as the inspector was here. I'll have a full report for you guys next month. We just kept pulling it off with them leaving just today.
But it went well.
It did go well, I can tell you that. I'm very proud of Kathy and her staff. They did a great job, and they were really impressed. I would also like to congratulate, and I know that Ms. Lev will talk about that as well, our high school on their ACP. And then another thing that we have a lot to celebrate, obviously, but Cognia, I know the school board and the staff received an email about that. That was a lot of work, and I feel like sometimes that's just like looked over, but they were so impressed with everything going on, and they actually couldn't believe that with the size staff that we have, that we pull everything off like we do. So. You also have a legislative calendar in your packet. It's a lot smaller than it was this time last year, obviously, but you still have that there to review. I also highlighted some of the presentation from Gretchen Stevens. I was really impressed with some of the things, so I just wanted to point those things out and just give you some terminology, understanding what really goes on in that. We have a lot to be thankful for with the staff that's working with our students. You also have your normal newsletter, breakfast and lunch menus and things like that in your packets. But and then I have one celebration I want to do at the end, but before we do that, I'd like to hire the following people for the month of February: Angie Terry, Reese Markham, Courtney Emerson, Amanda Sexton, Blake Culver, and John Hamlin. We'd like to welcome those people to our team. Is Angie Terry, is that Josh's mom? She'll be doing math in the high school.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're excited to have those people. And then last but not least, and I know I won't be the only person that's gonna say anything about this, I'm sure Dr. Williamson and Miss Mayberry will wanna say something as well, but we have somebody here that we're gonna do a huge congratulations for, you know, Miss J.C. Perry. She's a winner of the VFW Patriot, essay contest, and, I'd like to celebrate her and get a picture with her and make sure we get that stuff posted. We're very blessed with some wonderful kids, and she is just one of those students. As you all can see, we've got people here to celebrate with her. So I'm gonna get up and yeah. All right, and Jason, will you guys stand up here with her? I know you don't want anybody here going to. Come on. Come on, Peanut. So we're very proud of her, and I know Dr. Williamson wants to say something, and also Miss Mayberry. So we're
Zoom out a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll take 2. There you go. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Dr. Williamson, did you want to say something about?
Well, as an old English teacher, I'm always pleased to see our students excel in writing and just keep up the good work. Very, very proud of you. And also, I want to recognize some other students. Some of them are seniors, and 2 of them have already graduated. But Jalen Phillips was the TSBA East District Student of the Year several years ago. She went on to Belmont. She is now an administrative assistant with Representative Renee Jones from Unicoi County. And she's working real close with her. She's worked in government down there the whole time she was at Belmont. But I have had the pleasure of working with Renee through TSBA. She was on the board of directors when I was, and she was president 2 times behind me. And she's a very, very good person to work with. And then Addie Davis is now on the UT legislative team in Nashville. She was just appointed to that. Then Bailey Griffith is now an intern with Becky Duncan Massey from Knox County. And John Jeffers is with Deborah Moody, and she's from somewhere in Middle Tennessee.
She is.
So we've got lots of representation, lots of students that are stepping out. And I see 2 sitting over there that we probably will be hearing from in the next year or 2. But don't ever be afraid to apply for these positions. Go after them. And it will just help you in the future. And right now, our future depends on young people stepping up and doing what's right. Okay, let's hear from our principals. Zach, we'll start with you.
All right. Obviously Jordan's not here, she's sick, so she sent me. Winter testing, we just got done with it. The scores have come back, and we're really pleased with that. March 13th, Commissioner of Education will be at the elementary school. We would love to have you. We put in a lot of work in that gym over the last month. Cleaning it, making sure it's spotless, installing new lights in the ceiling so it's a little bit brighter than the old lights. So hopefully we'll look good when they show up. And I gotta thank the high school, like Bruce and all them, they brought the scissor lift and Chris and Damien and stuff, installed everything. Nicole and all of her team, cleaning wise, our school's probably the cleanest. And we thank them for all they do. And that's all I got.
Are we going in order? I mean.
Well, you're sitting there.
Okay, sure.
Go ahead.
So, of course, our exciting news was the state release that we were the #1 school for benchmark growth in ACT. So that means that students were able to reach that 21. We had the highest rate of kids that improved to get to a 21. We knew, or we felt like we were going in the right direction with that, but that was certainly validation and just a lot of time and work went into that. A lot of little things and our teachers really working hard to tweak that. So I'm very proud of our school, very proud of our students. They're the ones who go and take the test ultimately. And I like that it doesn't feel like it's a cohort, it feels like it's a culture within the school. Because cohorts change. And when you see, speaking of cohorts, the ACT, that is based off, that benchmark improvement is based off of the 2022-23 year. If you, ACT for like our data within the state is based 2 years ago. So you will actually see our ACT average go down. We didn't have the success the year before with that ACT average, but that will shoot up again, obviously with that improvement, and we had lots of kids that not only improved with that benchmark, but improved with their going from a 19 to a 22 or from a 23 to a 26. I mean, it just, these kids really work hard to get their ACT score, and we're really pushing. It's shifted. It used to be things like valedictorian, got you money. Now, most every amount of money you get with college is tied to ACT.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's felt by our kids, and we tried to make it a school-wide initiative to improve that. So very proud of that. And speaking of honors, we have announced to our seniors who got honors. We're going to release that in the paper coming up soon. So that's an exciting time for our seniors, and kind of just getting back in the routine. And this spring goes by so fast. It's just like a blur. So anyway, we're excited, busy as always, but exciting time.
Very good. Selena?
Okay, and again, I just want to thank the board for their support for our students, number one, and staff as well. We've got spring sports starting up March, boys soccer, baseball, softball, boys and girls golf. So there's a lot going on in the middle school in the spring. We have completed our mid-year benchmark testing, and our students are showing growth, which is exactly what we want. Reading and math were what those tests were in. Our boys and girls basketball, while their time ended, but they had a great showing in Harriman this week, and we're very proud of them. They represented our students well. We had a pet bus with students who went and cheered our teams on, so we were excited about that. Tomorrow, I'm going to be announcing the top of the middle, so our top 10 students at the middle school. We started with the Gear Up grant. There's a banquet being held at Tennessee Tech in February. Some of our teachers and admin are going to that. We'll have a kickoff event in March for our students, just to get them all pepped up. And then we're going to have a high impact event scheduled in April before TCAP testing. Tennessee Tech's going to come in. We're doing like tips for testing, get the parents involved. They're going to be providing childcare, food. So there's a lot happening or being planned to happen, I should say. And last but not least, I want to congratulate JC. She is a student who represents Oneida Middle School well. We have been working on respect all year long. We do the attributes of respect, and she absolutely shows responsibility, engagement. She strives, she's prepared, she is encouraging, she's committed, and she is a great member of the tribe. So we just want to congratulate her.
Very good.
That's sweet.
Okay, thank you. Now, Kelly, I know you had something.
No, lost words tonight. No, I think I gave you all my spiel in December. January's been a little quiet right now where we've not been in school, so I don't have much to report on.
Chance to get caught up if possible.
But Stacy, we were able to, and I think I put this on last month's board report, but we were able to give the middle and high school with the Olive Branch Ministries. They provided every kid in middle and high school with a $10 Walmart. What is this? We get $10? So that was very
That's for fun to get out.
it was pretty neat. They were excited for them. So some of them traded them in. They were passing them out down the hallway for cash. It worked.
Entrepreneurs. Yeah, entrepreneurs, yeah. I do want to mention again about the Cognia report. It has evolved. Years ago, it was SACS, Southern Association, and the high school was first accredited in 1949. And then we had moved into having the elementary certified, because then Saks was just for high school. Then they moved into the elementary, and then after being an evaluator with them, I saw the value of having system-wide accreditation instead of each school doing the accreditation. We're small, one school of each grade level, and we've been system accredited now. Was the third time, so 15 years. And very, very proud of that and all that went into the work. And I got some very good feedback from one of the evaluators. She was highly impressed.
I think they want to come work with us.
They do. Yeah, I've had two of them tell me that. I'll come look there and work for you. Is there anything else? If not, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion.
My second.